Hey you, and welcome back to some more Stellaris. We are here. Now, wow, I must say we are here in the Briar system. Have a look at this. I had picked a starting thing is a Sol sun, and it actually is ours. I did not know this because, you know, I hadn't tried. Oh, Vesta, isn't that lovely? Life lies within the forest of evergreen space. That is lovely. Juno, Mars, look at this. I did not know that was going to be the thing, but you know, okay, it's all right. Now, all I'm going to be doing in this one is showing you around a little bit so you can see what's here if you haven't played. Well, okay, you probably haven't played yet. But when you do, if you've played EU4 or some of the other Paradox games, a lot of this is going to feel very, very familiar in terms of looking around the place. You know, you've got this government hotkey up here, and it shows you, you know, your naval capacity. You have edicts that you can pass, of course. They're kind of nice how long they're staying. You know, these are your bonuses. This is who we are. We are xenophiles who are awesome, awesome sauce at science. My actual ruler has got a fertility preacher. Isn't that cool? He feels strongly about securing and protecting our agrarian food sources. That's very, very nice. And Corvette are our awesome ships of smacking other people. And apparently he's intent on that, and the building cost is 20% less. That's kind of amazing. We do have our budget here, ship maintenance, what we are producing at this point, and our monthly balance, which we will see up here at any given time, what it costs us for various things that we have going on, different policies, what we can do, what we can't do, blah, 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 and monthly influence cost. Monthly influence. See, I'm going to talk about that special because that one can really messed up a game for me. Yeah. So we have 7 pops. I'm going to assume there are millions of trees. Maybe if they're trees, they're like a bazillion. I don't know. But we have 7 of them on one world, which is our home world of Essentia, of course. These effects down here are applied to all the populations, and individuals can also have other modifiers. There's certain things you can do, and you'll see how that goes. And if you have another planet, you can create vassals here too. I have not done that yet, but I know Quill has. So, you know, because Quill does all the things, right? And if you really want to see the pros play it, you know, go to Quill 18's channel, check it out. Go to Briar Stones. He will have his own special way of doing it that will be wild and wonderful. And yeah, the guys are definitely worth watching. They're pretty good. So here we go. Our Empire key here is, you know, again, the kind of overview of these points up here that I'll talk about here in just a minute. Our governor, our population, that's species of evergreen. That's great. 27, that's good. So they'll have a while to start leveling. Now we do start with, did we pick the one that started us with a star? I can't remember. No, we went for the extra planets. Ooh, that's right. So they're very eager. So recruitment cost is down. This is what you pay to recruit your leaders and your scientists with. So that's a number you want to pay some attention to. That's my doom number right there. That one, I can make so much money that I literally cannot store it, and I'm throwing it away and wasting it. But that number is the game breaker for me. That's the one I don't do very well. So here are our scientists. They will be doing research for us, engineering, society, and down here physics research. This one is commanding because it is on a oh, she's carefree. Oh, la 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 la. Less meticulous than others. She's fast, but maybe misses things. That's interesting. That's good to know. This one is great. Just research speed is 10% up, just overall. This one is going to get experience faster, so that's kind of lovely. And this one lives longer, and I love that one. I love it, I love it, I love it, because they live longer, they get to level, you don't have to spend those influence points to get another. It's great. So here's our leader, Birchlin Den Oak Grove. That's kind of cool. It's pretty good. I like it. It has a ring. Our contacts as we meet other races and species, we're going to be finding them in here, and we will have certain, we can communicate with them. I can't show you that right now because I have nobody to talk to, but you will have options in there to you know, to send them insults or to have trade agreements or open borders, all sorts of things. Now here are the ships. We have these corvettes. That's the one that our leader there likes to wants to encourage us to build more of. This is a big construction ship and a science ship, so we have some different things we can make. And you can design. Did you see that? You can design your own. As you learn various things and your science progresses, you will be able to get bits and pieces that you can start applying to your ships as you want to. This is just, you know, what means victory here. 40% of all colonizable planets, because, you know, that won't take very long. Oh my gosh. Or by subjugating, you know, I win all the things. And there are 12 of them. 4 of them, of course, have better starting conditions than I do and have more loots. Here we're going to select research. These numbers, basically, that's your money. That is your money. Now the nice part is you can click on this, and of course that pops up and you can kind of see what's coming in and what's going out very rapidly. I love that. These are your minerals. You are going to be using these to build things. Mining stations, ships, all the things. Influence points. These are a pain in the neck, okay, for me. Like I said, this is my Achilles heel here. You have a base of 3. You will get 3 every month, unless stuff happens. Stuff does happen. If you want to hire leaders, when you build frontier outposts, you will lose one of these for every outpost. Please remember that point. It's like, I want to build an outpost because there's a lot of mining, there's a lot of loot, there's a lot of things there I can eat, I can make a bunch of money, whatever, but it will cost you one of these points every month. And I did not catch that. Very rapidly put out 3 outposts because I could not find a planet that my species could inhabit. And I needed stuff. You need stuff for growth. You need stuff to be able to find that next planet. And yeah, so I put out 3 outposts. I put out the 4th one. I was now going negative. A scientist died. I didn't have enough stuff to buy, you know, to hire another one. I ended up having to colonize a very weeny little planet that was, to me, like kind of a waste of resources, considering what it costs to build a ship to get out there in the first place. So it was tough. It was tough. I had to colonize it, lose the outpost. I finally reached a point where I was making like 0.37 or something points a month and creeped back up to where I could hire a scientist. So creepy times. These are our research points here. These will pop down when you have something, you know, one of these is free and you need to be researching. It's going to let you know that that's the case. This over here, strategic resources. So what do we have that's kind of something special? You know, our mining is kept over here, but there are certain gases, other certain ores that you might see in this area here. This one, directly controlled planets, of course. This species is allowed to have 7. Check that, because they're not all the same. And I don't know if it's a species or because if it's our political system, our bureaucratic system limits how much. There it is. It says right there how many planets we can control directly with full efficiency. So I can find 6 more planets and colonize them before there's any sort of problem here. Naval capacity, that is something to pay attention to. That's as many ships as I can support currently. That's all I've got. Or all I can get, let's put it that way. So the science is there, the buttons are here. I love this, I love this. This is absolutely brilliant. You can open it or close it as you choose, but when you have more planets, they'll all be listed here. You can click on any one you want. If you're off somewhere else in the world, it will bring you back to that screen, so you can pop around between your planets. Your military fleets, you can select them here rather than having to go out and find them. They change color. Did you notice the little light going, woohoo, I'm over here, I gotcha. The civilian ships, now if they are working on something, we have a construction ship and a science ship. The science ship is going to be out surveying systems, doing research over various anomalies, different things like that. The construction ship is exactly that. It will be building research stations, mining stations, that sort of thing around various planets or asteroids, whatever. There will be a bar down here showing you how far they have progressed in their job. There will be a little arrow showing you that they are moving from one place to another. If you've sent them on your way somewhere, and you can always click on them at any point and get information over here. I have only been using wormhole technology to move my ships around yet. This is very new for me. I don't even know how this is going to work. But it will show you the wormhole has kind of got to be charged up. It takes a certain amount of time. The percentage will be there. You know when it's ready. You know when they're ready to pop into another system. So this is a really nice little tool. And of course, you know, when you click on any of these things, there is my construction ship here. Now, it took me a while to notice this. The white with the black is going to be like a station. The ships will have a black background with white. That's a ship, that's a ship, that's a ship. So that's the thing. This special little thing here says, oh, look, that's your world. And we have some, you know, green cities, not exactly, you know, trees, but you do what you can. So that's our capital planet, what's going on there. Now there's a lot of things you want to watch in here. Do you have enough food for your population? What is your population? This is what the planet is making, you know, making for you. How much food, minerals is coming out of that. You know, over here, how habitable this, well, this is perfect. It's our home world. It's where we evolved. Obviously, it's totally awesome. So we get extra happiness if your population is happy. They work better. Construction time is lessened, and clearing blockers is good too, and we'll look at that. As you create edicts later, notice the cost of these things. That's what you have, that's what you get. Now I'm told there are technologies that can come up that will allow you to get, you know, an extra point in here every month or whatever the time period is, but in a few days, you know, hours and hours and hours of playing, I haven't seen it yet, so it can't be something that you get all the time. It has not come up for me yet. You can change to assign a new leader. Your scientists, if one dies, there will be, you know, your scientists, your admirals, there will be a recruit button here, just like there is there. You will be paying, you will pay for that. So yeah, we're not doing that today. We're not going to do that today. The surface of the planet, this is kind of an important little space here, because this is where the things are actually happening. These are problems. This is an industrial wasteland. It's got the yellow around it. We are going to be able to clear this. On some planets, these will be red and black stripes, and until you have the technology available to clear and handle that problem, whatever that problem is, it might be getting over a mountain, it might be draining a swamp, it might be doing whatever, but in this case we just have, you know, slums and wasteland from perhaps our terrible industrial past, where we forgot we were trees and we started messing up our planet. Not that, you know, species ever do that, right? But we'll be able to clear these, but they do cost. You can see they're going to cost both some credits and minerals as well. But we can build on these places. You notice this one has nothing behind him. This one has something. There's a hydroponic farm. So if we wanted to, you know, food means population growth. We could go for food straight away. We would want to do that here. See these buttons on the bottom? Let's have a look at this. So that says that this is, you know, it's creating energy and minerals. Now if I build on here, I do click the build button, these things come up. There will be some further down, sometimes that are not available because you don't have a right resource to make it happen, or you don't have something. You may have had the technology to learn it, but you actually don't have whatever materials you need to make it happen just yet. If I put this on here, well, actually, you know what? Let me click on it and it'll show you. So it says constructing the hydroponic farm will suppress the collection of those. I put that on, I get food, but I don't get those two anymore. They will disappear. So we're not going to do that. It makes more sense, of course, to put them somewhere where they, you know, they can work out. Now, this one is research. This is society research. This is one extra of each. I could put, well, can't select. If I selected this, and that's the only option. Sometimes all three will be an option for something like that. That one will double, and the other two will still be one each. So you're adding and you're not destroying anything as long as what's there matches up. So that part's kind of nice. These little gold arrows, they're there there, and down here. These are getting bonus effects by being adjacent to this. Okay, this is our kind of main outpost, planetary administration. That's the word I'm looking at. When you colonize a new planet, you're going to be kind of scavenging your ship to put down a temporary base. You have got to get a minimum, you've got to get a governor for that new planet, which I don't believe, can you get it till, I don't remember the order that it works out, but you do have to have 5 population. So you will have to have 5 of these little guys kicking around in here, and a governor hired, which will cost you those, before you can take that center base and turn it into an actual admin center. Once it's there, however, okay, you do get these bonuses to any field that, or any group that is adjacent. So those 4 blocks are going to have bonuses from being there. So when you place your planet, place your ship, that first kind of, you know, they pitch a bunch of tents and you're scavenging your ship. When you place it, pay attention to what's around it as well as where you put it. Something to think about. So you get those lovely extra bonuses here. So you will notice that this was the terrain information. Okay, 1 and 1, 1 mineral, 1 food. When we put our admin, it added 3 of each. So that's a very powerful building. It's doing a lot of really good things, and it's making all this other stuff just that much nicer. And that is the happiness bar. You can see the little green bar underneath. When you're building something, there'll be another bar across the top showing you how far you have to go. So let's see, what do we have? That's built already. Built. You know what? We could build a hydroponic place here and add some foods. Why not? We can do it. We have it. Let's get that done. Now these that have nothing, of course, you can put anything you want. But if you put a building there without a population to run it, the building will not work. It's not going to happen. And you want to pay attention to clearing these too. You are going to have to pay for them, so you might not want to, you know, you can go click, click, click and just line up a whole bunch of them and they'll start clearing. But you'll be paying for it too, so keep that in mind. Anything else I wanted to show you? The continental world. This is telling me about my actual planet again. Oh yes, in our armies, we have 1 army that is on the planet at the moment. These are some choices you have in terms of the stance that you are taking. We don't have generals running these at all. We can recruit more, of course, if we need to. Our spaceport, you spend a lot of time in here. As you get technologies, you will have new modules that you can continue to add to upgrade your spaceport. Bigger guns, better defenses, you know, help with creating ships faster, less cost, whatever. As you learn, you'll be able to have things come up here that you can add to your actual spaceport. If you click on build, you can add Corvette. Those are your guns. Another construction ship, another science ship for more surveys, more research, that sort of thing. And at some point when you've got the technology, see, I'm lacking both. I don't have enough minerals and I don't have the technology to upgrade, but doing this is going to open up more modules as you go, so you can start to upgrade all your things. There is our task force. In this case, this is here. These are our 3 corvettes. That's all we've got going. As you add ships, this number goes up. Bigger numbers, bigger is better. That's all there is. Bigger is definitely better. We can assign leaders. If we wanted to do that, we would have to recruit one in here, pay for him, and then click on him to assign him that spot. And your leaders have certain skills. Some are going to be better at sneak attacks, some are going to be better at evasion, some are going to be, you know, make things cheaper, or they'll level faster, blah, 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 all the things. It's kind of nice. That's very good. So this is our science ship. This is the guy leading that. He is carefree, but it makes him fast. So my surveys of planetary systems are going to go a lot faster. These are things we can teach them to do. Research special projects, you'll see those will pop up. They're kind of like little mini quests you do, and there's of course the construction ship. Now I used to have a wormhole thing here because that's the only way I've used moving around so far. This situation key we don't have yet. things will come up. They're almost like little mini quests. There will be well, some are not so freaking mini, some are quite long, and they'll have a pop-down menu with a long list of things. But if you're looking for something to do, there will be special bonuses sometimes, you know, whatever, as and that will pop up. There'll be a drop down saying that something's come. There's flashing lights. There's all kinds of things. Here we would select research. If you watched the character creation thing, some species or some things you choose will actually give you a 4th number here automatically. You have more things to choose from. In some cases, things that will happen out here, you'll be in a battle, you'll come into a new system, you'll do some surveying, something like that will show up. And what's going to happen is in here, it will create a new set of research that you can do. Yeah, just things come up, and you know, you might find something cool, you might get a new you know, and sometimes nothing at all. And there are certain when you click on them, when you find these things, there will be a little number at the bottom that will tell you what your percentage of failure is. If you don't, you know, if it's like 50% failure rate, I'd say click on the button that says just leave it for now. You can always fly back over some other day, right? Just that easy. Okay, so here we are. This takes us into the galaxies. Ooh, that's where we are, folks. This is good stuff. So what is this? This is called the Yothmore Shroud. The Void Sea Nebula. Oh, sounds kind of awesome. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. Dust clouds. Anyway, as you know, different countries, as you expand and you start surveying more and more, as you start colonizing, you'll start running into people, and you'll be popping in and out of that view a lot. Now this game, you know, it looks like, okay, that's cool, this is cool, very, very nice. There's other ways of viewing this which are freaking amazing. You know, you can get in close to your planets, you can see where things are lit up. It's kind of nice, right? That's very pretty. But looky here. I actually almost get vertigo sometime. Like looking down like this. Every once in a while it sort of takes my breath away. It's like I'm falling. Oh no. So there's our corvettes. That's our little beastly ships of doom. Here is our spaceport. Okay, it is nice and green. I gotta tell you, this is not terrible. This is not at all terrible. It's pretty good. There's our little construction ship. That's our little workhorse. And somewhere in here and here is our science ship. Isn't that just a pretty thing? And you can change names on planets. You can change a lot of things to suit them yourself. When your military ships are fighting, getting close, it's so cool to watch. I love it. I love it. And you can follow them. You can just see them, you know, heading off somewhere, and you can just scroll along and hang out. It's very cool. Yeah, I find this whole look, I'm gonna fall kind of weird feeling going on, but good stuff. That is going to be the end of this stream, or this particular recording. I will tell you that this game, oh, and then I'm sorry, down here the basic stuff, you can play around with things, you know, help, main menu, save, blah blah blah. Multiplayer chat, you click on that when you're playing multiplayer. It's awesome. You can click a search key, and if you're looking for, well, I guess we don't have Earth, but you know, if you're looking for various, what do we have? Different systems. Oh, what is this? Not surveyed, but it is known to us, so that would probably be one of the places that I'd be heading to first. And if you're getting close, let's close this again. You see here the Alpha Centauri. Okay, we've got places we know about and some we don't. There we go. There we go. So you can run searches for various things. Yeah, like system level, I suppose. And now we're here in the Oribus, or Air Queer. I don't know what that is. That's cool, Briar. We're going back here because I can say it. So, like I said, I will be ending this particular recording here in a minute. This game I will be playing over on Twitch, live streaming it. I live stream 4 times a week. And this game will be played there live because I'm going to be naming all of the things on viewers, people in the community, you guys. So here in YouTube, that won't happen because I don't get to talk to you live. If you come over into Twitch, that will happen because I'll be able to see you. We can talk back and forth. And I'm going to be naming this after all the people in this community. So this particular game will only be played over in Briar. I will be playing another game here just for YouTube. So special in both places. Absolutely awesome. Until I see you next time, live your life happy, build it beautiful, you know, and go out in space, because holy cow, is this awesome. Isn't this beautiful? I love the game. So until I see you next time, guys, make it good. Bye-bye.